Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you doing tonight? You doing pretty good? It's a little bit late. It's like 10 in the morning. It's been a hell of a last hour. My adrenaline is completely over the top. My body is exhausted from all of the noises I was making while watching the episode. And of course, I don't know if you guys can tell, my eyes might be a little bit bloodshot because I was legitimately crying at the last few minutes of the episode. I was legitimately just bawling with tears. I have not felt that way about Star Wars in a very long time, and yet here we are, season finale, and it comes on in like a fucking truck and just plows right through you, disarms you completely, and then makes you go, "We have to wait a year? Are you bastards serious? We have to wait a year?" My God. My absolute God. Let's take a look here what people are saying. Shidoko says, yes. 100%, dude. 100%. Maverick here says, just watched it, complete with the emojis, which I completely understand. Let's see. Dr. Dude says, speak. I need someone to express what I am feeling. If you are like me, you are feeling elated. You are feeling very happy and also very hyper emotional because, my goodness, we got it. AJ Vargas says Star Wars has been officially redeemed. Very true. It's been there for a while, man. It's been there for a while. Yeah, really. I think what they're doing on TV right now is some good stuff. So, the movies, it's been a year since we've seen a movie, right? It's been a year and you don't really miss it. How weird is that, right? You're not really missing seeing the movies in theaters. You just want to see more Star Wars on your TV. Although they could have aired this episode in theaters and I would have paid very good money to go and see it. Nathan here says, I feel bad for anyone who exited once the credits rolled. I almost did until I was, because I was trying to, like, honest to God, like, wipe the tears away. And then I'm like, but man, like, who played Luke, right? Like, who played Luke? And then I'm waiting through the credits and I see Bib Fortuna and I'm like, what the fuck is Bib Fortuna do? What the fuck? I'm like, okay, there's got to be something at the end credit on this motherfucker. So I bomb on over and I just kind of like wait, and then it gives us the end credit sequence, and that was amazing in and of itself. That whole thing was great. Dr. Dude says Boba the Hutt. Yes. The Book of Boba Fett coming December 2021. The Book of Boba Fett. That's awesome. We do got a $5 super chat here for Shidoko saying, screw it, LOL. Feel you, Matt. That was an amazing episode. It has its ups and downs, but no matter what, I love Star Wars. Always will. Dude, 100%, man. 100%. Star Wars is Star Wars. It's always going to be here for us 100% of the time. We're going to love it. We're going to enjoy the hell out of it. And that's the way that it should be. This is the way. This is the way. There we go. There we go. All right. I want to make sure that's a little bit better. But yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate the $5 super chat. Let's see. All right. I just want to make sure. Keji here says, holy crud. This was an awesome finale. There's practically no need for a season 3 after all that. You shut your filthy whore mouth. There's absolutely a need for season 3. But I see your point. This could have been a series finale. It could have been a series finale of The Mandalorian and like taking us further into the show or into the world with other characters. I completely understand that. And I agree with that. However, that being said, no. There's a lot going on here, man. There's a lot. They set up season 3. They set up a lot for season 3. Let's talk about that real quick. And let's talk about that. Where the fuck is my drink? I had a drink. Oh, there it is. Anyway, so here's what they did for season 3. All right. What they did for season 3 is they said, okay, cool. We're going to give you guys a setup here. So for one, Moff Gideon, like his whole plan was derailed because you could tell as soon as like he allowed himself to get captured, because he allowed himself to get captured like 100%, right? He allowed himself to get captured. And when that happened, I'm like, yeah, dude, this guy is straight up, like he is straight up going to get, like he's doing something. Cause this is Giancarlo Esposito. He's not going to go out without some kind of devious action. But the whole thing with the Darksaber, he let Mando win. And he gambled on Mando sparing his life. which is why he said this is going to be interesting. Because he knew how Bo-Katan feels about the Darksaber, and he knew how Bo-Katan has to obtain the Darksaber in order for her to be able to take control of Mandalore. So he can't just hand it to her. She has to best him in combat. And that, of course, is going to be now probably the key aspect of season 3. Frenemies, right? Frenemies is going to be the big thing because she is driven and she is 100% wanting that Darksaber. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? I totally understand it. Like, I get that whole that whole honorific thing, which is really funny too, because she was giving Mando shit early on in the season about him being a child of the Watch who is more or less a religious zealot following these old rules that literally mean nothing. But in this particular situation, she's coming out and she's saying, hey, wait a minute here. Hold on. Like, I can't take this. There are rules here we have to abide by. But she's also like, your rules mean shit, you zealot, you Scientology-esque motherfucker. Like, it's funny how it's like rules for thee, not for me situation, but that's how it's playing out. So that's kind of fascinating. So you got that whole thing. And then you've got the fact that Gideon is still alive. And what's going to happen to him? Is he going to be taken into custody by the New Republic? Oh, 100%. Is that going to play into Rangers of the New Republic? Probably. Does that mean that maybe whoever the hell Gideon works for, could it be Thrawn? Could it be somebody else? Are they going to come looking for Gideon? Because Gideon still he knows where the midichlorian blood is for Grogu, because they still need the blood in order to still complete the cloning process to create Snoke. So that whole thing's going to be talked about in season 3. They have given us so many clues for what's going to be happening in season 3 that it's going to be insane. Never mind that post-credit tease, because is Boba going to be in season 3? Because season 3 of Mando is going to be coming out before the Book of Boba Fett. And so if the Book of Boba Fett is coming after Mandalorian next year, because they're in production for season 3 right now, aiming for a holiday 2021 release, what the hell is going to go on? Is Mando going to turn on Boba, or is Boba going to turn on Mando? Are they going to become frenemies as well? Is he going to be fighting a war against 2 different Mandalorians? In order for what purpose? I mean, there's a lot there that's going into this whole thing that's literally just insane. All right. So, okay. Let me just take a quick look here at the chat. It's kind of just giving my season 3 predictions here. You see, you loved it, but they shouldn't have used CGI for Luke. I agree. That was probably the only downside of the episode, was the CG that they used looked kind of wonky. It should have been Sebastian Stan. I know why they wanted to do it like that, and I get it. Like, but you know what? It's been 4 years since Rogue One, and you figure that technology would have gotten better from when we had the Leia cameo. And even in The Rise of Skywalker, when they did the de-aging stuff for that one scene of Luke and Leia training, it still looked pretty shitty. And it's so, yeah, give us somebody else to play Luke, because now Luke is going to have a bigger part. This was a big major reveal, obviously, but they should have cast an actor in the role. Although, because the uncanny valley aspect of it kind of took me out a little bit. Like, I didn't care, but at the same time, I was aware of its presence. Let's see here. Keji says, I thought it was rumored that Sebastian Shaw playing Luke. I don't think Sebastian Shaw, who was Vader in Return of the Jedi. No, you're thinking Sebastian Stan. That was a rumor. I don't know, man. They're still shooting. It could have been because they're still shooting Falcon and Winter Soldier, that they weren't able to get Sebastian Stan to be able to come out there because they're shooting it in another country. I don't know. Let's see here. Small Gryffindor asks, do you think all the Star Wars series greenlit is overkill, or are you there for it? I'm watching all of them 100%, but anyway, yeah, no, come after tonight, man. Are you kidding me? After tonight? I'm like, bring it on. You know what I mean? Just bring it on. Give me a Grogu Saturday morning animated series, right? It's just like flash animation shorts of Grogu going through his Jedi training with Luke. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. No, I'm totally cool. I'm totally cool with what they're working on, because that was the thing that no one's really talking about, is like Kennedy had said in that reveal that Ahsoka and Rangers of the New Republic are going to ultimately have a tie-over. They're going to have a crossover. So like, it's going to be like, they were kind of establishing like the Avengers of Star Wars. Like, they were establishing a whole bunch of stuff going into this season. They were, Bo-Katan and Ahsoka and Luke and R2 and Grogu and all of these things, Snoke and the First Order and all of this stuff they were building up to is clearly going to lead into an expanded universe of Star Wars in this timeline, which is what it should be. And I've said this multiple times. This is now ground zero. This is now ground zero. We have 25 years to play with before The Force Awakens. And I think they're going to do a lot to explain a lot of that stuff. Let's see here. Shidoka says, I want more, but I'm satisfied if this is an ending. This is not an ending. I don't know why you'd even say that. I don't even know why you'd say that. It's not an ending. Like, they've already said season 3 has been greenlit and season 3 is on the horizon. So I don't know why you would say that it's an ending. It's not an ending. Andrew here says, I freaked out when I saw Luke's ship. I at first thought it was Luke's ship. And then I thought, but I'm like, is it Luke or is it like that one Ranger guy? Is this going to be that one dude? Like, I heard the distress signal coming in from Cara Dune and we came in to go check it out because she's one of ours. And then he gets, yeeted by the dark troopers. But then, of course, as soon as you see the cloak, you're like, I know who it is. And then when you see it in color and it's a green saber, you know exactly who it is. And that was pretty awesome. It couldn't have been Obi-Wan Kenobi because Obi-Wan is dead by this time. So let's see. Also, Katan was getting on Boba for not being a Mandalorian. Yeah, she was. She's elitist, man. Like Boba, not Boba, Katan. Bo-Katan she's an elitist person. She's a good guy, but she ain't like perfect or nothing. Edward here says, I geeked out at R2 as much as I did Luke due to 100%. 100%. Dark Beast says, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Head explodes 100%. Let's see here. Andrew says, I thought season 3 is the book of Boba Fett. No, that's not season 3. That is going to be the Boba Fett standalone show. We heard rumored about it. So, all right, I'm just trying to run through the credits here. Okay. Eddie here says, well, Mark Hamill is irreplaceable at this point, so they're likely never going to recast Luke. They should recast Luke, but I see your point. Andrew says, I did not think that Mark Hamill would actually return to the role after the sequel trilogy. Well, I don't think he was happy with the way The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker turned out. He was contractually obligated to do it, so he's an actor and he did his job. I don't think he was very happy with it. That clearly wasn't his voice either. That's kind of sucks. Callum here says, one day they won't need actors. The CGI will be so good, you will not be able to tell the difference. Have you seen like the face apps that they have where you can just you can put my face on like anyone's body? I don't recommend it, but it's happened, so yeah, that technology is going to end up coming into play, especially when you combine it with the volume. Let's see here. Richard here asks, do I think we will see more of Luke's Jedis that he saved? I think we will. I'm hoping Cal Kestis is one of them. I am. Kenji here says, we know that's not an ending, but it sure does feel like a series finale. It does. It absolutely does feel like a series finale. I completely agree with you. I'm definitely I was watching it. I'm like, if the show ends, I'm going to be sad. I was already crying like a bitch, but I was going to be even more sad and everything else. I just really I can't believe they pulled it off the way that they did. Fat J says season 3 about Boba Fett. No. Boba Fett will probably be in season 3 as maybe a thorn or an adversary or something, but he's getting his own show. That was 100% a reveal. That was an announcement. That was why they said, why wasn't the Boba Fett show talked about at the Disney Investor Day the other day? Why wasn't the Boba Fett show brought up? Because we know that it's happening. So it's like, oh yeah, they were waiting for the season finale of Mando in order to make that drop. Because the thing was, even at the beginning, I tried watching the episode and I couldn't because Disney Plus's website kept crashing. There were so many people trying to get on to watch Mandalorian. It literally took me 5 minutes to get in. Is this Luke or The Last Jedi Luke? This is Luke. This ain't The Last Jedi Luke. The Last Jedi Luke is what happens when he tries to kill Kylo because he senses the darkness in him. This is Luke collecting kids or younglings in order to train them at the new Jedi Academy. This is what a lot of people have been waiting for. This could also mean the introduction of Kyle Katarn because we got the Dark Troopers, which were pretty dope. And they felt like old, 1970s, Battlestar Galactica type creature, droids, which I thought was pretty cool. All right, let's see here. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. All right, Nim Kijosh Productions says, the way I interpreted it is that season 3 is going to be the Book of Boba. Mando, Fennec, and Cara Dune are going to fight Bo-Katan off the ship and flee with Boba in season 3, episode 1. Maybe. I think we're going to get some kind of some kind of situation after that one. Let's see here. Bodie McBoatface, sir. I still love that boat. Says hope has been restored to the galaxy. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Hope has been restored to the galaxy. All right. Keji here says, I also kept going back and forth with who it was. Like it was either Ezra or Cal. Nah, it was Luke, dog. It was straight up Luke. You could tell when the X-Wing pulls in, you're like, okay, I wonder who it is. And then it cuts to Grogu and Grogu's ears perk up and you're like, I wish I would have been recording my face. Like I went like this to like my monitor. I'm like, no, I totally did it. I was like, I think I woke my girlfriend up. She's asleep in the other room, but like, I was all like, I'm like, they didn't do it. They didn't fucking do it. You know, like I was legit, like I haven't felt that excited for anything in a long time. Like for me, that was like Avengers Endgame when the portals opened up and everyone came in, you know, and like you hear like on your left and like here comes Sam, and then, you know, and the song plays and, you know, then Cap like grits me on there and he's all like, Avengers assemble, right? And you're like, yeah, total nerd shit. This was like that moment. Like I felt that excited in that moment that I'm sitting there watching, like it's fucking Luke Skywalker. Like it's fucking Luke Skywalker. This isn't a joke. This isn't a drill. This is fucking Luke Skywalker, man. And not like pissy ass fucking, oh, I'm an old whiny little bitch Jedi fucking Luke Skywalker. And don't get me wrong. Like I still love Luke, but motherfucker, still can't get over The Last Jedi. I'm sorry. But that being said, this is Luke. This is what we wanted. This is what we've waited for since 1983. Those of you who are old, the first movie I saw in theaters was fucking Return of the Jedi when I was 1. And I've been waiting for 37 years to see that shit. And we got him. Yeah, the CG wasn't perfect, man. The CG wasn't perfect, but it was fucking Luke Skywalker, man. Anyway, Ash here, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Did they get Peyton Reed to direct this because he's the aging director in Hollywood? If so, what was that? Star Wars Episode 7, The Mandalorian. I don't know. Peyton Reed, did he? Because he did the de-aging right with Ant-Man and the Wasp. Maybe, man. Maybe they need to work on that tech. I will fully admit it didn't look as good. Like it looked better in Captain America: Civil War with Robert Downey Jr. All right, so. Legend says, so where's this season going to go next? I don't know, man. We kind of talked about that, where there's going to be probably a conflict between Mando and Bo-Katan, and then of course whatever the fuck Boba's up to, which if he starts getting the gang back together and we start seeing like Bosk, maybe Dash Rendar, you know, like getting some of those guys in the play. I mean, at this point, let's be realistic. Come on, those guys are totally coming. Let's see here. Jake Skywalker doesn't exist. Yes, right. Yeah, Mark Hamill said that he was playing Jake Skywalker in The Last Jedi. It was totally Luke. Resonant Justice says, I didn't mind the CGI. The execution of that scene was perfect. Yeah, 100%. 100%, I do agree. What are my predictions for season 3? I kind of went over that already, but to quickly recap, conflict, more conflict, badassery to the max, more cameos, more universe building, and more times a near 40-year-old man, because I'll be 39, near 40 by the time the next season comes out, is going to be crying a lot more. And this beard is going to be a lot grayer. That's going to be coming too. All right. Let's see here. Dark Beast says, Luke's going full ham on the Dark Troopers. It was like fanboy scream. He was kicking ass, loved him, crushing the last Dark Trooper with the Force. Totally, dude. It felt like he was, you know, I'm all like, oh man, that's the kind of shit he used in those Gamorrean guards, dude. Luke ain't fucking around. And Eddie here says, and we can thank Favreau and Filoni for bringing vintage Luke back 100%. Geek Studio says, can't believe it. My mind was blown, dude. Mine too. Fat J says, but I know what they did. Jon Favreau saw Darth Vader in Rogue One and said, I want this, but with Luke. Yeah, probably. And it's funny too, because just the other day it was 4 years since Rogue One. All right. Let's see here. All right. Garguts here, who is also a channel member. Thank you very much, Garguts. How you doing, buddy? Says Filoni says you get more questions answered in the 3rd and 4th season. Yeah, most likely, dude. Like they're going to stretch this shit out, dude. Like after tonight, Disney, in no way is Disney going to be canceling Mandalorian or Star Wars. It's like, this is it. I mean, I was even at like 7-Eleven and they had like a Funko Pop standee at 7-Eleven for Mandalorian Funkos. They're overpriced as all hell, so I didn't buy any of them, but it's like, this is what people are going to be buying. Bionic Prime says this really feels like a series finale. And you know what? Let's touch upon that for a quick second. I get what you're saying. So let me kind of say, this is like the end of a chapter, right? It's the end of a book, like book one. Mando's mission at the end of the first season, as given to him by the armorer, was to return the child to his people. That was his mission. And over the course of this season, he has grown very attached to the child, but he still understands that he is not able to train him. He's not able to be that way for him. So he knows ultimately what he has to do. And that's what he did. So he took off his helmet. He violated his own creed, which he'd done multiple times, as we've seen, but still he did it here in order for the child to see his face. So the child knows that he is loved. Now, my fear for that is because of the way that, the Jedi treat love like you shouldn't have it, which is one of those bullshit creeds that I think led to their destruction. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. All right. So Resident Justice here says the show has to be building towards the battle for Mandalore and to see who will claim the Mandalorian throne. Yes, I think that's going to be it quite a bit. Do I think that that's going to be one and done appearance for Luke? I don't think so. I think we're going to see more of Luke 100%. Geek says this is the best episode of the season. I love seeing Luke 100%. Do I think that Mando season 3 will skip 2021 for 2022? Nope. They've already said that season 3 is coming holiday 2021. They're currently in pre-production, if not actual production, on season 3 right now. It is not skipping next year. We will see it in a year, 100%. Taha says using Sebastian Stan would have been a better choice. I agree, and I think we still will get that. But I think they just wanted to make sure fans had that moment. So I'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Han Solo in the Book of Boba Fett. Fuck yes, I hope so. And Lando, maybe. Maybe Lando. Maybe we'll get a little bit of Chewie action going on there too. Who knows? Let's see. Could we get a Luke Skywalker miniseries? Yes. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying we could get it. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to us after Obi-Wan. Let's see. Dark Beast here says, I couldn't help but think that it was a good thing that Boba wasn't on the ship or Luke and Boba would have butted heads again. Yeah, 100% agree with that one. I'm okay with it though. But I still love Boba and I'm glad that he's back too. Yeah, imagine if Boba and Luke met again. 100%. I think they will. It should be interesting. Peyton Reed did a phenomenal job at directing the episode. Yeah, he did. There's a couple little wonky moments like towards the end of the first act, I think, and it was a little bit pacing, I think, but ultimately it was great. It was awesome. I'm really surprised. Let's see here. Grogu and Luke in Ahsoka. Maybe. We're not done with Baby Yoda by a long haul. Not at all. Not at all. Eddie here says, what got me crying the most was not just Luke's entrance / reveal, but when Grogu wanted to see Mando's face. I know, dude, that got me too. When Grogu was like looking at him and Mando took it off, and because I did record my review. It's not up yet. I'll post it before I go to bed. But I said in my review that I have 2 daughters and they're asleep in the other room. And I thought in that moment, like looking at my kids, you know what I mean? Like I thought about looking at my daughters and I'm like, I couldn't imagine like giving my daughter away. You know what I mean? Like it's such a tough choice as a parent. And I think like that's kind of like why that scene is so powerful. They've done a lot to really kind of to bring it on. 1993 Geek Boy asks, who played young Luke? We don't know. It was a stand-in. It was a stand-in for Luke. Let's see here. Luke didn't even tell Mando his name. Yeah, he didn't have to. The audience knew it. It's okay. Clone 150 here says, not gonna lie, I was low-key disappointed to not see Sebastian Stan's face on Luke with the face reveal, but what they did made sense, and Luke's presence in the episode was top tier regardless. Yeah, I agree. I would have loved to see Sebastian Stan, but I'll take this because it looks like Luke. I'll take it. This redeemed Luke. You know what I mean? Like this actually like redeemed Luke. Because this is what we've been wanting for all these years. Keji here says, I believe they said that it's coming a whole year after Soul comes to Disney Plus. No, it's coming. They said it's coming holiday 2021. Dark Beast says, I got misty eyed when Mando showed his face finally to Grogu. Me too, but I was already crying at that point. I was literally already crying. Anthony Cheeseman here says, I hope we don't. Hope we don't. We've seen all we need to see of Luke. We know his whole story. We don't though, because the EU Legends is not considered canon. We know elements of his story. We know where it ultimately ends, unfortunately, but we don't know what takes him to that point. So I disagree with you. Master Jedi Wanderer here says Sebastian Stan should have been Luke Skywalker, but we'll see where this goes. I love the Darksaber. Yeah, that fight scene was great. I love it when like they're fighting and the Darksaber went into the wall and like Moff Gideon was pushing back on Mando and you just see it like cutting into the wall. Like that was so cool. Does this mean that Baby Yoda dies in the temple because of Kylo? I don't know. Maybe. Andrew here says, I feel like Imagineers are kicking themselves at Galaxy's Edge at Disney parks are set in the sequel time period. I bet we will see this time period more and more in the parks. Yeah. You know, there've been mentions of Batuu here and there. And I'm pretty sure they're going to like maybe convert it over to like Mandalorian because it's way more popular than the sequel trilogy. So we'll have to wait and see. I like how Boba kept calling Bo princess. That was pretty cool. I like that exchange that they had too, where she's like, oh, you're a clone. I've heard your voice 1,000 times. And he's like, yeah, but mine's going to be the last one you hear. Bam. And then of course, like they fought, and then like they used the flamethrowers on each other and it canceled each other out. Like that was pretty dope. That was pretty good. All right, let's see here. Sabine gave Bo the Darksaber without a fight. Maybe there's a reason for that. We'll have to find out. I think she just like, I think it's kind of stupid. She should just take the fucking sword. Take the fucking lightsaber, man. Okay, let's see here. Why can't she take it? Well, she can't take it because it's like they have to fight each other. Like she has to win it in combat. I don't know. I think it's kind of, I think like, you know, he's like, look, I yield. Here you go. I don't fucking want to deal with this shit. Like you can just tell he's like, I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. Like what the fuck you want from me? Right? I'm fucking here. I got my kid. All right. We fucking stop Moff Gideon. Like I don't give a shit. Like this is all I want. Like you want it, you take it. I don't give a crap. You want to like do whatever, man. Fuck it. And then, but that was Moff Gideon's plan. That was completely Moff Gideon's plan. Let's see here. What if the Jedi reveal was actually Ezra Bridger, played by John Campea? That would be bad. That would be bad. Okay. Shrek is daddy. $2 super chat. Thank you very much, man. So what's first, Boba Fett show or Mando season 3? It's probably going to be Mando season 3. And the Book of Boba Fett's going to come afterward. I think it's going to drop like immediately afterward, or maybe during. Maybe they're going to cross over. Maybe the two seasons are going to intersect with one another. We're going to get to know Boba's story and then see where he comes in Mando, and we're going to know what's going on. That would be something, because Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka are going to, are also going to intersect with Mando. So it's like leading into something that you've got, Mando, Rangers of the New Republic, Ahsoka, Book of Boba Fett, all kind of coming in to the same thing. It's like maybe a movie, because they've talked about that. They've mentioned it's okay. It's great. Shidoko says, nearly 200 people watching right now. 210. Gee, what the fuck? 200. Wow. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. 210 people. Oh, wow. All right, let's see here. That was awesome. And the spear did great. Yeah. When he used the Beskar spear against the Dark Trooper, that was pretty fucking awesome. I'm like, dude, you're going to get wrecked. These guys are Beskar. You're going to get fucking wrecked. And then like, just whips out the spear and like just takes the guy out. Thought that was awesome. And then of course he like shanks another stormtrooper with it and then chokes another one to death. Like, this is getting violent. Daddy's happy. All right, let's see here. All right. Is Kylo even born yet? I think he was just born around this time. What happened to Grogu? He went off with Luke Skywalker to go and train to be a Jedi. So there's that. Yeah, everyone's like Bo. Yeah, I mean, Filoni's going to explain why he changed up how things went. There's going to be a reason for it, I think. So Milk My Mantits. What's up? I got to highlight your name, dog. Classy. Real classy. I love it. All right. Let's see here. Win by combat, but the loser doesn't need to die. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, is they got to kill him? I don't think so. But we'll have to see. All right. Best episode ever from what you've seen so far. Well, we've only seen 16 episodes. So yeah, I'm going to go with you on that one. Let's see here. Why was Mark Hamill's name listed in the end credits if that wasn't him voicing Luke? Was it? I think what it was is I just was so overcome with emotion that like I maybe just didn't hear it. So I have to do it. I have to go back and watch it again. Yeah, Bodie McBoatface says, "Hey, 200 plus people watching. Hit that like." Yeah, hit that like, man. Yeah, smash it. Smash the like. All right, let's see here. Ben Bam Boo says, absolutely love that they brought Luke back, but just wish they had used deep fakes to do so. Yeah, I know, man. The deep fake technology in the last 4 years since Rogue One is like way better and way, way more accurate. So I don't quite know what's going on with that. Like it just looked kind of hokey a bit. Let's see. Shrinal Thakar says, how many people cried? I question mark when they saw the X-Wing. Oh, I didn't cry when I saw the X-Wing. I cried when I saw the robe. When I saw Grogu's ears start to perk up a bit, I started getting emotional. That's when I was like leaned in like crazy. It was great stuff. Oh, hey, Geekdom 101. What's up, dog? How you doing, man? The sequel trilogy can die in a fire. Fuck yeah, dude. At this point, fuck yeah. I still love Force Awakens, but I completely agree. If you want to come in, man, fucking DM me on Twitter. I'll send you a link to come on in if you want. I don't know what you're up to right now. I'll just send you the link. Where the fuck you at? Let me just Geekdom. There you are. All right. And if you're bored and you want to cruise by, man, there you go. All right. Okay, let's see here. I'm just trying to like keep up with the chat. Let's see. R2 was having Dagobah mini flashbacks. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because R2 gave him a look. That's right. R2 was looking at him. It didn't even dawn on me. That didn't even dawn on me. That R2 was just like, who are you? What is this? Totally get the, let's see here. Paul says, I still hope we get Mace coming back. I think he's dead, dude. I think he's dead. I 100% think that he's dead. All right. So yeah, I cried too, dude. I was sobbing like crazy, man. Like I had tears and I had like snot and it was bad. It was so bad. I immediately went to like the bathroom, like washed my face, so I could get on camera. I'm like, I can't go on camera like this. I just can't go on camera like this. This is not going to be good. All right. Were those Dark Troopers menacing or what? Hell yeah, dude. Fucking, they were great. I want to see more of them too. I think we will. That was the thing. I was hoping that maybe it was in the end credits. I just didn't see it. I was hoping they were going to give like, in memory of, David Prowse and I can't remember his name right now, the actor who played Boba Fett, because they both died recently. And today, how crazy is it that the day that they announced a Boba Fett TV show, the actor who played Boba Fett originally died? I mean, there's some kind of weird, like, that's weird. I can't be the only one that thinks that's kind of fucking weird. All right. Let's see. As the whole story was in chapters, the Book of Boba Fett is season 3 is season 3 as the Mandalorian focus. No, the Book of Boba Fett is, I think, his own book. That's his own show. And maybe that ties into the Mandalorian Creed. I don't quite know yet. Let's see here. Let's see. I was watching on my own. I let out a fuck yeah as soon as I saw the saber. Yeah. Me too. Metro Movie Madness says Katie Sackhoff is hot. Yes. So is Cara Dune. So is Fennec Shand. And so is the other one, Sasha Banks. I mean, like, they were all hot, man. That whole scene when they're like this, like all walking together, like fucking stormtroopers up. I'm all like, yeah, I could see this. This is good. Let's see here. Too bad they didn't play Luke's theme. Yeah, I caught that too. I caught that. WN Bass Splinter, CEO of Being Annoying, asked the question, how is Luke Skywalker alive? Because this takes place 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi. Luke is very much alive and kicking. Let's see here. Go to 444 for what? I don't know. Oh, 444 in the episode. Okay, hold on here. 444. I got it. Wait, were they on Lothal? Were they on Lothal in the episode? Because like, this is 444 in the episode, right? I'll save this and I'll upload it over here real quick. But like, were they on Lothal? I just have a feeling that it was like Lothal, and I could be wrong. But that's what it felt like to me. Was like this is basically what I took from it. Like, is this Lothal? Because it kind of feels that way. but I don't know. Is this a random whatever? So if you guys think it's a thaw, let me fucking know. Because that's what I thought it was. Okay. Let's see here. Wait, at 444, there's the ghost. I'm at 444 right now. What do you mean there's a ghost? Hold on. Let me just go back here. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like watch it without any sound on, see if I see it. Okay, I'm watching. Is it the ghost? Let's see. I don't see. Well, I mean, I can kind of see what you're talking about. You just see like, I don't know. I don't know if that's the ghost. I think you might be, I don't have, let's see. You don't get enough of a look at it to see if it's a ghost. It looks like Lothal, yeah. Let's see here. Is Mando the new Mandalore? Well, he's at this point, because he's holding the Darksaber, he can lay claim. He can lay claim to Mandalore 100%. So I don't know. That's going to be crazy to see. All right. Let's see. On the left, cockpit looks like it. Yeah, I saw that too. Hold on here. Let me see. Okay. Rebels Ghost. All right. Take a look at the ship. All right. I need like a decent profile shot here. I mean, okay. I think it's potentially a hell of a stretch, but I'll grab the screenshot here. I'm just letting it kind of play out. I just also love watching the Slave One like do its thing. Okay. So let's see here. You guys are talking about, I think obviously, this one right here. And I mean, there's other ships that are there too. Or is that in the, there's got to be stuff here. I didn't analyze the episode because I was enjoying it too fucking much. So I have to see. All right. If this is what you guys are talking about, you gotta let me know. Okay, let's see. So is this what you guys are talking about? Like here, this one? I mean, like it kind of looks like it, like it kind of does. Let me try something else here. Okay. And let's see, zoom. Hold on. I'm trying. God damn, this fucking app. I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. So yeah, if that's what you guys think it is, let me know on that one. Okay. Let's see here. Did Bo die? No, Bo didn't die. It looked like Bo might have gotten taken out, but like, no, she was fine. Let's see here. Vince says Bo was just disappointed. She's very disappointed. Starwell says, I was hoping for Cal and Ezra will be in the Ahsoka series. Yeah, I mean, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if Cal Kestis shows up. I'm hoping that Kestis shows up. Taka Oroku, $1 sticker. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, sir. All right. Paul here says, still wonder when the Thrawn return will happen. Ahsoka series. I also wish they could get Tom Hiddleston to play him. But I doubt they would. Maybe. I mean, Loki, from my understanding, is only like one season. So maybe he will. Let's see. All right. So if it's not the Ghost, it's probably just another ship like it. It looks kind of like the Ghost. Okay. But hold on. Like this Russian guy here is talking about Cal dies in the sequel. Are you talking about Cal Kestis? Because you've been posting that in the chat a lot. We don't know if we don't know what's going on with Cal Kestis after Jedi Fallen Order. So I don't know what you mean. You're going to have to give me more information. Rumors say that it's Lars Mikkelsen. Yeah, that's, rumors are saying a lot right now. We really have no idea. When do I think Ahsoka is coming out? 2022, if I had to guess. They're going to shoot it in 2021, be out by 2022. Here's my take on it. Because we're not getting a movie until holiday 2023, and that's going to be the Rogue Squadron movie, that gives them 3 years to fill out timing. They're shooting Obi-Wan here in January. They are shooting Cassian Andor right now. So in 2021, we're going to be getting Cassian Andor, Obi-Wan, Mando Season 3, the Book of Boba Fett. Never mind the Bad Batch. I mean, that's a lot of shit right there, yeah? So then in 2022, Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic, and then like whatever the fuck else is coming out, maybe the Acolyte, like the Star Wars Visions, things like that. They're going to be giving us Star Wars consistently. They're going to be just pumping out Star Wars and Marvel content because they know that's where the fucking money is. Damian Nightwing here says, so much good Star Wars is on the way, dude. 100%. 100%. So season 3, only Boba and not Mando. No, Tanner. No. My interpretation of that, based upon rumors that have come out, is that the Boba Fett show is his own show. Mando season 3 is in production right now. That was a teaser for Boba Fett getting his own show. That's why he went back to Jabba's palace and just straight up murdered everybody and took it over, because that's what Boba does. They made him a good guy only to turn him into a bad guy, or at least a real crazy ass anti-hero, which I'm pretty excited for. How do I think the next season is going to play out? I don't know, but I have full faith. I have full faith. Full faith. They could release every episode in the movie theater and I would pay money every week to go and see it. I totally would. So I think I'm not I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's going to be really good. Mayoga here says, R2 loves seeing Grogu because it just means another language to learn and study. Maybe. I mean, the protocol droid was C-3PO and the protocol droid had 6,000 languages. So I don't know if R2 really gave a shit about that, but I see your point. What is the ghost people are talking about? Jay, the ghost is the ship from Star Wars Rebels. It was a Hera ship from Star Wars Rebels, and people think that it's that there's a cameo of it. Maybe there was. Let's see. Where was the other male night owl? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Are there any Sith as of right now? Well, I mean, technically, like, no, but also we don't know where Palpatine is in this moment. Like, we don't know where his body is. We don't know. Well, it's probably on Exegol, but it's like, we don't know specifically what form it's in. We just know that they're trying to clone Snoke, and they need midichlorian in order to clone a body that can handle a powerful Sith. So, like, that's why they need Baby Yoda's blood. Let's see here. Bo is being mad petty. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Hey, Bodie McBoatface, thanks you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Geek here says, did I hear HBO Max is on Roku? Yep. Already got it installed and already checking it out. All right. Let's see. All right. Taha says, would you like if they used the world between worlds to change the future and retcon the sequel trilogy to make better stories with Luke based upon the experience? Yeah, I would actually. I would. If I was presented with an option of like them retconning the sequel trilogy, and it was a realistic option, wasn't this something, that came out of like left field? I would say go for it. Yeah. Yeah, I would say divert it. If you're going to multiverse the hell out of the MCU, multiverse the hell out of Star Wars, fuck it. Let's just move past it, right? Treat it like the Star Trek reboot of 2009. The Kelvin timeline is what the sequel trilogy was, and then we're back into the Prime timeline. There we go. I'm okay with that. Desmond Thomas says Grogu Sith. That could be a thing. I have a feeling that they're going to still need Grogu, and that's still going to play into it. People love the child. They can't write the child out. They just can't do it. It's not going to work. Nikki 1996 here says Bo-Katan might probably be the villain for season 3. Like if she gets consumed by her quest to restore Mandalore and she goes full on Daenerys Targaryen, Mad Queen. Unlikely, but fun to theorize. No. I don't think you are entirely wrong. I think Bo is going to be very much like the villain for at least the first half of the season, because she's going to want the hell out of that Darksaber. And then, of course, something even worse is going to happen. They're not going to turn Bo into a villain. They've built her up for years to be the good guy. I mean, she was a villain when she was with Death Watch, and then she's not the villain anymore, but she still has her own selfish desires. And that's going to be a big theme, I think, for season 3. Because now Mando he's kind of a free agent. What's he going to do? Go back to bounty hunting? Go be part of the New Republic? Like, where's Mando going to go? We don't have any idea. Eric Berger here says, I hope we see live action Family of Mortis soon, maybe on the Ahsoka show. Well, by this point in time, the Family of Mortis, if you're referring to the father, the son, and the daughter, they're all dead. So I don't know, but there's going to probably, then you can go back to the end of the Clone War. All right. Go back to the end of the Clone War, and what was flying over Vader at the end was, I think it was like the sun, wasn't it? It was like the bird that was like, or like that was the father or something. It was something from Mortis. And I forget right now. And so that could be potentially something that comes into play. Because I think if we are going to get Ezra, he is going to be doing the whole world between worlds stuff from like the end of Rebel season 4. And that's going to be playing into it. They're going to go into that shit hardcore. So we'll have to wait and see. All right. So Zodiac says, the real question is, what ship is Mando going to have for next season? Let's just hope they change what happened in those god-awful movies. Maybe. I hope it's the Razor. I hope he finds another Razor Crest. I really do. I love the Razor Crest. Frank says, I think they're going to retcon the sequels. Chubby here says, retcon the sequels. Kata says, sequel trilogy's not canon. Change my mind. You guys are fucking brutal, man. You guys are fucking brutal. All right. Geeks says here, I don't know how I'm going to sleep. It's 5 a.m. My mind can't process what I saw. Yeah, I know, man. I got to be up early with my kids. I got to bail out in like 10 minutes. Let's see here. Vince here says, Game of Thrones did an IMAX showing for the premiere of one season. The same for Mando would be awesome. Like I'm saying, if they would have put like and it's possible that before COVID, they were planning on putting the first episode of season 2 in IMAX. Right, the first couple episodes, because the crate dragon scene was, the frame opened up like you were watching it in IMAX, and so I do think that might have been the plan, and I hope that they go back and they give us like a full day marathon. It's like, do you want to sit on your ass for 8 fucking hours? Watch the Mandalorian marathon, one day only, IMAX, motherfucker. I'd be like, take my money, take my money. I would do it. I would totally do it. I'm hoping. All right. So my guess for season 3 is Mando growing tired with being a bounty hunter, pretty much having a midlife crisis and trying to find a new path. Maybe he's going to go with Bo-Katan. Maybe that's going to be the thing. They're going to go back to Mandalore or something. And then like, he's just going to take over. Shrinroll asks, Bo-Katan death. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. All right. David Darkstone says, my raccoon passed away Monday night, and this episode helped me cope so much tonight. Thank you, Mandalorian. I'm really sorry to hear about your raccoon, man. That's terrible. I'm glad this episode helped you out, man. Hopefully it was cathartic and stuff. I'm really, I'm sorry about that. This sucks, man. All right, let me just keep up in here. Okay. Luke said he will protect Grogu with his life. I'm curious to see if that explains why he goes crazy. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Paul Ecker here says Legends is still better. I think that's just because it's out of, it's like, like out of, it's like not forbidden, but it's just kind of out of touch. All right. Keji here says, seriously, the sequels are flawed at most, but I'm not one to wish them to be retconned. I get you, man. I get you. You might be a little bit alone in this particular crowd, to be honest with you, but at the same time, it can happen. Dominic here says, I think Mando might return to his old covert to help find other Mandalorians. In the first season finale, it was mentioned some of the people in his group may have made it off-world. That is true. However, he has now taken off his mask. He's taken off the helmet. And he kind of, like, remember, at the end of season 1, he was injured and he couldn't be seen by a living being. And IG-11 wasn't a living being, so that was the logic, the argument that was used. But here, Mayfeld saw him. Everyone else who saw him is dead. Mayfeld's alive. Grogu, Bo-Katan, Fennec, Moff Gideon was knocked out at the time, so he didn't see what he looked like. But, Luke saw him. Like, everyone saw him. So it's at this point, he probably won't put back on the helmet. He probably won't wear it as much because of that. So, there's that. Okay, let's see here. Keji says, I'm still hoping that they would re-release Soul in the theaters next year. Probably not. Dark Beast says the sequels have their fans. I don't like the cheap idea of retconning them like that. I understand that. I'm being more facetious, I'm okay, but at the same time, this is just really good. Do I think that the Mandalorian show will take a break next year and come back in 2022? Nope. Season 3 is in pre-production right now. They're probably going to start production before the end of the year. That's what they said not that long ago. Geekicidal Tendency says, just finished the episode, still wiping tears. Yeah, dude. I had to take a few minutes myself. Do I think that Grogu will be in the next season? I hope so. I really do hope so. I don't know specifically if what they're going to do with the character. I don't know what's going to happen, but I hope I don't want, look, I love, my household is a Baby Yoda household. So I've got like the child from Costco over there. I've got like a Squishmallow child. We've got 2 child from Costco's. One's my daughter's, one's mine. We had to get 2 because as soon as I got mine, she was all like, mine. I'm all like, no, you're 3. I'll buy you your own. And I've got, I don't want to go get it right now, but I've got this mini plushie I bought. It's Baby Yoda, but dressed as the Joker. Like, it was an Amazon thing. So what happened to Dr. Pershing? Yeah, I know. We didn't talk about Dr. Pershing at all. I have no idea. No idea what's going on with that. Let's see here. Legends had Chewbacca hit by a moon. Yeah, that's true. They did, didn't they? I remember they killed him. All right, let's see here. All of you sequel / Ryan Johnson lovers. And this is Ben Bamboo. I think he's speaking some truth there. He says, this is all we wanted, Luke being Luke. And notice the near universal love for it. If this isn't a testament for how off the sequels were, then nothing will ever beat you. And you know what? Hey, man, listen. You're right. This is what fans wanted. Fans wanted Luke being Luke. Luke post Return of the Jedi. This is what fans wanted. Pacifist Luke that we saw in The Last Jedi is ultimately probably what Luke would strive to be. But that was him, 30 years later. There's a lot of life in between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens and stuff. Like, there's a lot of life in there. At some point, Luke probably would have, gone to Bone Town, gone to Pound Town. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know, is Mara Jade going to be a thing? They got to do that. Do I think Mando will be trained to use the Darksaber? Probably. It's possible that Bo-Katan could actually be kind of maybe work with him. And then as a way to kind of maybe set him up down the road, because she's going to backstab him in order to get that thing 100%. But it's not going to be one of those things where it's I don't think anyone's going to be mad when it happens. Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we got it, man. Okay, you finally fucking did it, Bo. We've been waiting all season for this. What did I think of that Boba tease? I'd love to see the Boba Fett have his own series. Dude, that was what that tease was. It said the Book of Boba Fett coming holiday 2021. Or December 2021. That is what that was. That is 100% what that was. That is not even, that's not even a tease. Oh, wouldn't it be cool? No. That is what it was. Do I think Mother will come back again? Didn't his parents die? I don't know. Noah here says, I hope we explore more underwater Star Wars and meet another Jedi besides Kit Fisto. Maybe we will, but I agree with you about the underwater stuff. Maybe to Naboo. I hear there's a thriving underwater society on Naboo full of very precarious creatures that talk in a very Rasta sort of way. You guys know that we're going to be getting Jar Jar next season, right? You guys know that's fucking coming. At some point, Jar Jar is coming. That's going to be so bad. Well, you know what, man, fuck it. Jar Jar was still annoying as hell in Rebels or in Clone Wars, but I'd be happy seeing him again. I would be. Let's see. Geek Studios here says, I died. Oh, I did enjoy Force Awakens and a little bit of Rise of Skywalker, but it rushed. I hate The Last Jedi. Well, a lot of people feel the same way you do, and a lot of people don't feel the same way you do, but it's fine opinion to have. Tim Clark here says, Jon Favreau just single-handedly saved Star Wars. See, I'm going to push back on that one because Dave Filoni was involved as well as the team from Lucasfilm. Lucas himself gave feedback, and they trusted the show. So it's not Favreau single-handedly saved Star Wars. It is a team effort. But yes, Favreau is a driving factor. But Filoni is the one who knows the lore. Favreau just knows how to tell a good story and craft a world. They did this together. It's not a single-handed thing. It's a team effort. It's 100% a team effort. All right. Diego Menzel says, I cried like a baby. Oh my God, what an amazing show. Oh my God. Oh, dude, you're not the only one, man. I'm looking forward to the people that went to bed tonight, but they wake up in the morning and they watch it. If they don't get spoiled, look, all I'm going to say is this. If you get spoiled on fucking Mandalorian season finale, that's on you. You know what I mean? You ain't going to contain that Luke shit. Let me check Twitter right now. Is Sebastian Stan is trending. Sebastian Stan is trending. But they like, you know, there now it's like, oh yeah, but like Luke is straight up like, you know, like Luke is going to be a big thing here. Let's see here. Like, yeah, people are like, you know, when Mark Hamill's trending, Kylo's trending, Peyton Reed's trending, not Luke. I think they're suppressing the Luke trend, which is good. So that's pretty good. They're suppressing the Luke trending, and that's all right. Okay. All right. Joshua Moore says, am I the only one who thinks that the post-credit scene means that Boba Fett just hijacked the series? That thing was shot like a series finale. Next season is Book of Boba Fett. No. Boba Fett own show. Let me just, let's see here. Hold on. Boba Fett spin-off show. Hold on. Okay. Well, yeah, like, I mean, a bunch of people are already running articles right now. IGN 22 minutes ago, the Book of Boba Fett, a new Star Wars spinoff announced in the Mandalorian season 2 finale. Like, that's like the headline of the article. Motherfuckers. I mean, like, motherfuckers. Could you like even wait? You know, like, I mean, YouTubers, we get shit. We get shit if we put a spoiler in our thumbnail. Okay. But these motherfuckers, these, like I said, if you're not watching it right away, that's 100% on you. I get it. It's midnight. It's late. Make time, drink coffee. You know what? Like, go for a jog or do some shit like that. But like, yeah, that's, oh my God. It's straight up. Hold on. There was a rumor for it, right? Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Inverse.com ran an article, Boba Fett series release date cast trailer. All right. So there was a rumor that came out a few weeks ago. All right. Yeah. There was a rumor that had I got to find it right now. Oh yeah. No, it was Deadline. Fucking Deadline wrote it. November 5th, 2020. The Mandalorian eyes production start as spin-off casting and Boba Fett buzz heats up. So this is already in the works. This isn't season 3 of the show, dude. This is fucking a new show. This is like a straight up fucking new show. Frank here says YouTube spoiled it with links. They showed Luke in preview. Yeah, dude. It's going to be all over tomorrow. That's the thing. All right, let's see here. C. Bennett 100 says, sure, Luke was awesome. However, I would just love some Star Wars that doesn't include the Skywalker family. This isn't the thing. They're not going to focus on Luke that much. But given Grogu and that he's extremely force sensitive, they needed to bring in Luke. That's just the way it is. Geekocidal here says, the Star Wars universe is huge with lots of room for creative backdrops and storytelling as long as Favreau and Filoni tell it. I agree. But at the same time, look at like Charles Soule has written a bunch of good books. He's written a bunch of good comics and stuff like that. There are other people who can tell good Star Wars stories. The thing here is someone who understands the transference from story to screen. And that is something that when you have Disney as a massive conglomerate, and this is what killed the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy wasn't created out of love. It was created out of an abundance of wanting to recoup the $4 billion they spent buying the franchise. That's what it was. So they needed to find a way to do that. And so they shit out the sequel trilogy. And now they realize that was a bit of a problem. So they've scaled it back. They focused on story and character, and they've given us 2 amazing seasons of this absolutely wonderfully amazing show. And they realize now they can make more money in the long run with not only prolonged subscriptions to Disney Plus, but merchandise, maybe 4K releases. Finally, give me could you just release the 2 fucking seasons on 4K? Disney Plus's 4K for some reason is shit. It like washes out on my system. So I don't watch it in 4K. I watch it in 1080, which is fine. But I would love to be able to watch it on my 4K player, on my 4K TV. Release the 4K version. You bastards like money. I will pay you money. Goddamn. Anyway, let's see. All right. DeReal Mad Fox says, I'm crying still. That's 775 Jogador says, why was I crying? Because you are, you get touched by the Star Wars. I'll tell you this. I have a buddy of mine, Poindexter Lounge, great channel. You guys should check him out. He holds off on Mando until he watches it with his family Friday nights. They do a watch along. Man, he's going to have a hell of a day. I feel really bad for him, to be honest with you. He's probably awake right now. He probably still is. Will Kylo Ren murder Grogu? No, probably not. Probably not. Let's see here. Ian Green, you Green, hi from Barcelona. I just arrived. Did we talk about CGI of Luke? We touched upon it. We can bring it back up again. I didn't think the CG was that good. It wasn't terrible, but you could tell that it was a fake. You could tell that it was de-aged, and you could tell that, like, you know, it was a little bit better than Leia in Rogue One, but they didn't use deep fake technology, which has like made it almost seamless in many cases. So I think they made some mistakes there. It's really hard to like get the talking just right. And that's why he had limited lines of dialogue. So there's that. Bionic here says Disney stopped doing 4K Blu-rays, right? They stopped doing 4K, I think, of live action. Stops 4K UHD disc. Let's see here. All right. Oh, Disney denies scaling back 4K. 4K is picking up. I follow the numbers on 4K. It's been picking up quite a bit. I've been buying them too. I got a bunch. I got to watch. I got like The Shining. I got Ghost in the Shell. I got Jaws. I got the Cornetto trilogy I just picked up. Nicotina says Enosh is too screwed. Oh yeah, no, he is so screwed. He is 100% screwed. 100%. I don't know how he hasn't watched it. You know what, man? We're friends with him, but it's like, holy shit. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. Let's see here. All right. Pixelation Loss says exactly. I think season 3 is the Book of Boba. Even IGN says they don't know for sure. No. Like, look, that's not going to be that. That's not going to be the Book of Boba. We already know that Mando season 3 is happening right now. They're in production on it right now. So it's not the Book of Boba. That's not going to be it. Unless I'm completely wrong. And then like all the rumors have been wrong. But if you guys recall, like the day before Solo came out 2.5 years ago, right? Like May 24th, 2018, there was an article in Hollywood Reporter that's like, hey, you guys know they're going to be doing a Boba Fett movie with James Mangold directing it. Like, because I think that was going to be a lead in for Solo 2, provided Solo would have made more money, which I think is what this is the Boba Fett movie we didn't get. All right. The Book of Boba is going to be a Boba Fett show with Fennec Shand, who's also going to be now in the Bad Batch, voiced by Ming-Na Wen, and I want to see what they do with that character too. I'm very excited. Mando season 3 is Mando season 3. Yeah, Book of Boba is its own thing. 100% Nicotina. 100%. Oh my God. All right. It is after 2:00 in the morning, guys. I don't want to go to bed, but I have to go to bed. I have to be up early, be with my kids. So I have to wrap this thing up. This is just, again, another episode that is wonderfully amazing. I'm so happy it exists. Thank you, Jon Favreau. Thank you, Dave Filoni. Thank you, Kathleen Kennedy, because you got to give it up to the whole 3. She still greenlit everything, and she's still involved, but she let these people do what they needed to do. And they gave us some of the best television that we've seen in a long time. It made this old school Star Wars fan well up in tears and cry like a baby, but tears of joy. And a lot of you guys have expressed the same exact feelings as well. I really appreciate everyone tuning on in for this one. I'm glad we were able to have this conversation. And of course, as Mando season 3 heats up, we'll talk about that, and maybe we'll do some watch throughs with it. I'm not done talking about Mando by a long shot. I love the show. Can't wait to dive into it again. And I will talk to you guys all later. If you guys want to help support the channel, one of the best ways to do that is to head over to facebook.com/groups/3buck theater. And because I'm trying to build that up, and that'd be good. If not, that's all good too. And I'll talk to you guys sometime in the future. I'm going to go to bed. It's a lot going on. My brain is everywhere. Have a good one, everybody. May the force be with you. And yeah, go watch it again. You know you want to. Peace out.